Caviarcy. Am I supposed to kneel down? How do I cut it to greet the new Caviarcy? Anyways, the people of Oyo have rejoiced, but not without its own drama. Now, in April of 2022, Ikú Babayeye himself, Obalamidi Adeyemi III, passed on after ruling for decades. This man ascended the throne of his fathers back in 1938 as a young boy, and he died as a great-grandfather even. Yes. And since 2022, the seat has been vacant. But in January of 2025, following all of the dramas that followed the death of Oba Adeyemi, the governor of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde, gave the staff and certificate of office to a Canadian-based Yoruba man, a Canadian-based prince, Oba Akim Abimbola Owade. Or is it Owade? I think it's Owade. And said, this is the new ALAAFIN. Now people, because since 2023, there's been drama. Let's even go back. I'm making this video to talk about the people that are still very much disgruntled and why I hope the first few years of this man's reign will be as without litigation. Because Governor Seyi Makinde said something at the coronation, and he said, if you are still angry or if you have something to say concerning the coronation of this man, please feel free to do. You can either shut up or you can, cause problem. And so let's look at people who might cause problem for Oba Abimbola Kadikbeluri, Your Highness. This 47-year-old man was based in Canada before he was named the king, right, to ascend after Abadeyemi's passing. Now, the Owade family had to actually fight to be the next ALAAFIN of Oyo. Are you ready for some history lesson? Okay, so we have the Alowolojo ruling house where the late ALAAFIN Oba Adeyemi rather, Adeyeye is the Oni, apologies, where Oba Adeyemi was from, was from, yes, that's the right English. Then we have Agunloye ruling house. Now the Agunloye ruling house has the Owade, the Ladigbolu, and the Gbadegeshin family. Now, Gbadegeshin and Ladigbolu are supposed to be one, according to the Owade family. So typically, we should have two families in the Agunloye ruling house. We are not talking about the Awoloju house now. That's where Adeyemi is from. It's also a ruling house. So, you have to rotate it. Oba Adeyemi is the second cousin removed to the current Oba Abimbola Owade. Now, when Adeyemi passed on, Agunloye ruling house said, the king will come from us. Gbadegeshin rather now said, yes, and the Agunloye ruling house, the king should come from us. Because Ladigbolu has produced two kings. Oba Lamidi was the 45th ALAAFIN of Oyo. So it's been there since the Oyo Empire, forever ago. So they've produced two Obas. Gbadegeshin is now saying we should be the one to produce the next Oba. However, Owade now said, no. Look at it this way. You people have the same father. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the Ladigbolu and the Gbadegeshin, you have the same father. Then it should be the Owade. Because you people have produced two. We've not produced any. This other ruling house just produced the deceased king. You should come to us. So what they did was, the Owade family now sent to all the families, to all the brothers, all the next of kins and all of those things in the family to say, if you are a prince and you're interested in ascending this throne, send your CV to us. Let us look at it, and one of the vice chancellors of one of the prestigious universities in Nigeria will look at it and we will pick the right person. Then we will now take this person's name to the Oyo Misi. That's the people who crown kings. And then they will look at it with they'll do their divinations and all of those things and decide if you are the rightful heir. to this throne. Do you understand? But Igbade Geshin and Ladigbolu was like, nah, it's not happening. So those are the families that have a problem with Oba Bimbola's coronation now. You get me? You get what I'm saying? Are you following this history lesson? Anyways, that's the summary. Long and short, guys. So it's like within the royal family, within the royal house, the ruling house, there are some cousins, uncles, to Oba Abimbola who feel like it was rigged because they felt like they were going to be cheated if they didn't quickly talk because the Bade Chikeshins were seriously running the race to produce the next Alaafin. And they had to come and tell them history like, you guys have the same father. So are you saying you want to produce it a third time? And then if this your person lives another 40, 50, 60, 70 years, like Adeyemi Do did, the Awoloji family, the Adeyemi ruling house, they will now say they are the ones that should produce next. We will have to sit again for how many years? It is not going to happen. Our father also, our great-great-grandfather, because yes, Oba Bimbola's great-great-grandfather was the person that was a king. Anyways, that's the story. Those are the persons, because if you've been wondering who Sheyi Makinde was talking to, maybe you think it's politically maybe he was talking to another political party or something. No, this is not political. This is about the coronation and the ruling houses and all of those things drama. It's basically family drama that they had to involve the governor to say pick, and then the governor said it's the father picked because, like I mentioned, he submitted CV. CV said, oh, okay, this is the person whose CV is qualified the most. They took him to Oyo Mesi. They took the name to Oyo Mesi. They took the name to the Ifa god, and they did their consultations and all of those things, and he emerged victorious. And they said, okay, you are now the king. And people felt like, nah, this is wrong. And people started even saying, why are the kings coming from abroad to be king? Why is it not picking? Because are you going to tell me that in the ruling house, in fact, in the Owade house, are you going to say that there is nobody still living in Oyo kingdom who is also eligible, who is also a prince, who is also a prince, and who submitted his CV also, or who showed interest? Why do you now go to far away Ontario, Canada, to pick 47-year-old man to be the king? Anyways, he came back home with his wife, and they've now been coronated, and he has ascended the throne of his fathers. He is now Ikuba Bayeye. He is now Oba Akim Abimbola Owade the first. He is not, I can't remember. His electives. Oh God, please let me not. If you know in the comment section, just tell me his full, because there's a way they would do the old death designation and all that of his title. We have Oni of Ife, Obade Yogunwisi, Ojaja the second, this one and that one. Obalamidi had his own too. Jolu of Iwo has his own. There's a way you call all of their names. Sound of Ogbomoso. There's a way you call all of those things that they have. So I don't know how that of the new Alaafin is going to go, but of course we hope that his reign is prosperous. We don't know if he's going to knock several gates like the Oni did, and some persons actually have it wrong, thinking that the Alaafin is the overall Oba in Yoruba kingdom. It's actually the Oni of Ife. When it comes to Yoruba kings, it's actually the Oni before Alaafin. But I think because of the Oyo Empire situation, we're not here for history. I mean, we did a little history lesson, but that's what we're talking about. So let's also talk about some things concerning the new Alaafin of Oyo. I've mentioned that it came from Canada. He was a project manager, one of the top companies, top firms in Canada. He also owns a financial establishment in Canada. He was born in Akure. Right, he's 47 years old. He was born in Akure, Ondo State, but he's from Ibadan. Of course, he had his primary education in Shaki, attended the Federal Polytechnic in Laro before he moved to the US, London, to the US and also to London, where he earned, masters. First, a bachelor's in mechanical engineering, and then a master's in mechanical engineering, also from the University of Sunderland, and then I can't pronounce the other name. Let me not break my tongue. Another university for his master's in mechanical engineering. He's married. I don't really know if he has children, something that his wife has done. Although she has her official Instagram handle now where she is the Olori, the Alaafin's wife and all of those things. But I don't know if they have children, but I want to assume that they do have children. I want to assume that they do have children. We didn't really see them. It's just the wife and the husband that we saw. And we here is to us wishing that they have an amazing reign, and also that every other person who might be angry, who might feel cheated, families who might feel cheated, would be patient enough, that when he passes, when after living a very long and fruitful life, and reigning very peacefully over the people of Oyo, Oyo Kingdom, he the next person that will come will be the rightful heir also, somebody that after consultations and all of those things, the Oyomesi will deem proper, and they also come without chaos. Because some persons are saying state government should try, and state governors particularly should try and withdraw their hands from the what's it called now? Especially the Oyo State governor, but it's not his fault that governor some obas, in the states passed away. Some of Ogbomosho passed, or Olubado of Ibadan passed, ALAAFIN of Oyo passed, and it's still Seyi Makinde that's been, governor since then. So of course he was involved, but people are like, okay, you have to remove your hand and stop being involved when it comes to, cultural situations. But I'd like to hear from you in the comment section. Are you happy that ALAAFIN of Oyo, we now have a new ALAAFIN, and are you hoping that his reign is going to be as peaceful as I am hoping it will be? And are you hoping that it's not going to have as much controversy as the Oni of Ife? Because a lot of persons feel like Oni of Ife has ridiculed the throne, or sorry, this is allegation. Some things people have said. This is not me speaking, please. That he ridiculed it because the former Oni, Bashiju Ade, it felt like, oh, he was really revered as the Oni. So are we hoping that this new ALAAFIN will also be able to walk in the shoes of the late ALAAFIN and still give that title all the relevance, all the reverence, all the prestige that it carries, and it's not going to be a lot more foreign with his reign and his tenure? I'd like to hear from you in the comment section concerning that, because that's actually a genuine question I have. I would like to hear what your opinions are about that, because it seems very deep, and a sort of person said, oh, this man is behaving like the current Oni. I don't going to be friends even. I think because they are in the same age bracket. Anyways, topic for another day. We are going to see how it's going to progress. We now have Ip and Young. I think the Olubadon now is currently maybe one of the oldest in the Oyo Kingdom. I'm in Oyo State, one of the oldest. Or is it some older? I'm not even sure. I think the current Olubadon is older. But let me know in the comment section what you think. Are they going to get along? I'd like to hear from you. Is it going to be very much involved in politics also? Just leave your predictions in the comment section. I'll wait for you there. Let's talk about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, ciao.